All right, bonjour, and welcome to KBFT's Virtual Music Fest interview, sponsored by KBFT 89.9 FM, Boys Fort Tribal Radio, and the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. And we're here today with lead singer of Midnight Express, Boys Fort band member Opie Day, to talk about his upcoming performance with us on Saturday, April 3rd, 7 p.m. here on Facebook Live. We're also going to put it up on our YouTube channel, and we're going to create a radio segment out of it. So watch out for that. Robin Opachi Bade Badu has been singing for more than 30 years and is pretty much a household name in Indian country. And born to his father, Joseph John Badu from Onigam, Leech Lake, and his mother, Charlene Day from Boys Fort here. He's a member of the Fish Clan. He's passionate about singing, both powwow and round dances, and his music is award-winning and inspiring. And bonjour, Opie and Desiree.
Hi.
So nice to have you here.
Bonjour. Nanandaway money the Majiana Quad Indigenous cause. Opie David do Minawa Indigo. Wasasi and do them Zagaiganing and Dunjiba.
Oh,
Kansai, Desiree Denemy, Nasigasun, Papixies, Otinia. Hello, my name is Desiree Denemy, and I'm from Papixies Cree Nation. And I'm happy to be here with my partner, Ope, and our son, Baby Ope.
Say bonjour. Danse.
awesome. So nice to have you guys.
Yes, thank you for having us. You know, we're very excited to be performing for you guys and share a little bit about what we love to do together. You know, with not only people on YouTube land and Facebook world and all that, but with my relatives back home on the Boys for Reds who I don't get to see, very often. So it's a great opportunity for, for us. We're very, very honored.
Yep. Here on Boys Fort, and the rest of the country and the world are able to view you now. So we're happy to do this and promote the radio station. And, but I want to make this time about you. And how did you become a singer?
I guess I'll answer first, and then I'll turn it over to Desiree. I've been singing since I've been around the drum since I was smaller than him. Back in Onigun, where my father was from, my mom made me a circle pillow, and she would put it on top of his drum, and that's where I would take my naps as a little guy. So I've been around the drum ever since then. I really got started singing around the age of 10, 11 was when I got full-fledged into it, as a singer. My mother, my family, they put on a meal and a giveaway for the community in the Twin Cities metropolitan area, invited all the singers from the Twin Cities to our home, fed them, gifted them, and that was when I earned my place on the drum. You bought your spot, and that was what we did. And in that way, what they meant by that was you showed such an appreciation to that way of life as a singer and to the drum, that you gifted everybody who was a singer at that time that you knew of, something, and that's how you earned your way a long time ago. It's not very seldom that ways like that happen, in this day and age, but I'm very proud to say that I know I'm probably one of the last guys who went about it that way. What about you, Des? When did you start singing?
I started singing in ceremonies and finding my voice within singing amongst other women singers, and that would be like at round dances and powwows. I actually didn't start singing powwow until I started being with this guy here, but prior to that, it was at ceremonies and round dances and those doings where I was being able to find my voice. I've always been singing, but I think that it's really important to that if that want's there and that willingness is there, because I've always loved to sing, and it's just finding those avenues and those circles to be a part of and to find your voice in, and being able to utilize that and sing from that good place, so we can be able to have that connection and everything. But I just like, when I got my started was at ceremonies when I was a young girl, and later on just going to round dances and all these doings and just finding my voice and singing along.
This little guy here, he's a singer as well. He's quite the popular little guy here. He had a video go kind of viral a few days ago on TikTok. How many does it? What is it? What you know? What's
It's
the
like
number?
800,000. It's
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
even
crazy,
on
yeah.
Facebook, yeah, he's got his video has like over 10,000 likes and like 9,000 shares. You know, and he starts his own songs. You know, so it's a comforting feeling, such a great feeling to know that the love that me and my companion share for singing is passed down to the next generation, and it will continue on that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a family of singers. And, you know, you and Desiree, I've seen you perform round dance songs, and it just sounds amazing with you together. You know, and yeah, it's awesome to see your little one singing now too with you. And I think it's just in the family. I mean, your brother Hallow sings,
Yeah.
your mom sings. So yeah, it's in the family.
Well, one of the things I was taught about the drum, the circle, is it's exactly that. It's a circle, like the circle of life. You know, you start with the drum in the middle, and then outside the drum is the circle of men that sit there, and then just as important as the circle of men that sit there is the circle of women that sing around them. You know, it's all about the circle. It's all about the balance in life between the male and the female working together to bring the healing uh, feelings, the vibes, the powers that the drum, the song, the heart that they all possess, and making them one. And that's very important to us as a family, you know, and be able to show this little guy here. He's he has we have the social media light set up in that, and anytime that comes out, he knows something's going on. There's some kind of actions happening, so he's chomping at the bit to to go off here. But yeah, we love to sing. The drum is a very important part of our lives, not just the power drum, but you know the hand drums for singing round dance. You know, a big part that's not really talked about for round dance is the spirituality part of it. You know, it's a ceremony to the Cree people, to the Nehiyaw people, and one thing we've been trying to do with round dances down here is to kind of you know show what we know. We don't know it all, obviously, but the things that we do know, we try and implement them down here as much as possible, so the people down here get an understanding, they get a grasp of the true feeling, the true meaning of what a round dance is, and you know the feelings that it brings. And yeah.
Yeah, the drum is very powerful spirit, and it brings people together in a good way. And yeah, I'm glad that we're going to be able to share a little part of this online here for people that normally wouldn't see us or see you guys, you know. And how I came to find you, you know, I started working for the station about 6 years ago, and I saw this CD and it said Opie Day Badu, and it was one of your round dance CDs. I think it was called like One Love or something.
Yeah.
And I think it was put out on Canyon Records. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, and I put it in. I started playing it on my shows, and then I was like, I YouTubed Opie Day, and then Midnight Express came up, and I was like, wow, this stuff is really jamming, you know. It's really good, really good stuff. And then I met you, I brought you up for an event, and then I found out that we were cousins.
Right, didn't even know we were related.
Small world.
Right.
But yeah, how can we find you if somebody wants to buy your music or check out Midnight Express or support you guys?
Usually you can either contact Midnight Express through the Facebook page, Midnight Express Singers. You know, I check their messages daily, and or you know through myself. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I don't ever check my Twitter, but I actually have Twitter. I just not very regularly on it. And what about you? How they can if you want to get to me, you can contact me through her as well too.
Yeah, and I'm on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, and yeah, and usually I'm showcasing what it is that we're doing because we are doing this. This is a way of life for us. We love to sing. We love to sing together. We are showing this to our families, and like this is just like natural for us to do this, and we want to be able to showcase that, like so that other people can. I know people sometimes for whatever reason that they're displaced or they're wanting to connect back with their culture, and I feel that this music is what's really going to connect people with it, and like even if that one, like when you're listening to it or enjoying it, or else you have the desire to sing or be part of these circles and things like that, that this is really that bringing that connection towards that, and I think that that's what it's important to share. Or I feel that way anyways.
I totally agree with you. You know, people shouldn't be afraid of their culture or afraid to learn it, you know, because that's what we're here. We're here to teach. We're here to learn. And, you know, and the drum is the perfect way to do that in a good way. So what can we expect out of the performance this Saturday, April 3rd at 7 p.m.?
Well, we're going to share. We haven't really went over a song list per se yet, but we love to sing round dance. We love to sing Anishinaabe style sidestep songs. We love to sing powwow. We'll probably try and implement all those things, you know, and to give everybody a little bit of each. You know, one thing that I really tried to focus on, especially during this pandemic time, has been learning the language. You know, and becoming one of the language. I feel you know the more songs that we sing, the more songs that are made in the language, it gets me closer and closer to being to my goal as to being a fluent Anishinaabe Moan speaker. But yeah, so expect some songs in the language. Expect maybe a few songs in English, maybe you know some, but expect to have a good time more than anything else. Expect to to listen to some music and listen to some people that love to sing and sing from the heart.
I think what's interesting just to add on to that a little bit is that although like Ope's song making skills that he's doing and the gift that he has for song making and again connecting with the language, not only is he doing things in his own language of Anishinaabemowin, but as well as like the Dakota language, the Cree Nehiyaw language. Um, like there's so many languages that he's made songs in, and I think it's not just closed off to that because this is we're talking to all indigenous people, not just our own, like that we can do this. We're learning how to do this, and we're learning right alongside.
Yep.
We're not we don't know it all, like that. We are learning right alongside as we grow, and as we're gaining different knowledge, and we're but at the foundation of that is to have that foundation of love and respect and doing this in a good way, I think. And so I just wanted to add on to that.
Oh yeah, no, it was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all brothers and sisters of Turtle Island. Anybody that was indigenous to this continent is somehow related, and then like, if you want to take that a step further, you could say that all people are related. We're all human, so we're all related in one way or another. And that's a good, just awesome perspective that we put into Opie songs. And I agree with you, his stuff is really amazing. The stuff that he does with Midnight Express, I mean, you just feel it.
Right.
Anybody can feel it. It doesn't matter where you come from or what part of the world.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we've really this past year, has forced us to kind of I don't want to say jump out the box, I guess, but yeah, to learn new things. And for us, as being members of a group like Midnight Express, we travel, quite extensively all over Turtle Island. We're asked to go places, where we've not necessarily been before, or places that are somewhat new to us. And one thing that we've tried to do is we try to learn the ways of the people where we go visit. We try to make sure we understand a little bit of their ways because we are visitors in their homelands and want to be as respectful as possible. So for those reasons, you know, I kind of take it on as, I guess, a challenge is to learn as much of their ways, of their songs, of the way they do things as possible. So when we go there, we're not doing something wrong, or we're not singing something wrong or something like that. You know, that's something that I take a lot of pride in, is learning,
Mhm.
learning the ways of other people. You know, and through this pandemic, we've got to experience a lot of that. You know, I made my first Cahonie songs this past year. You know, it was for an online contest, but through that, I learned the story of the Cahonie, how from the Dakota people, how important it is, and how it's told from a woman's standpoint, but sung through the man, and you know, just the ways of that, like that, and we've also entered a crow style singing contest,
Yeah.
you know, and
Learning their push dance.
yeah, push dance songs, things I never heard before.
But he's learning these things, and it's beautiful to learn these things. Like it's like, and being as respectful as we can, and not to be like just to have still have the integrity intact, but knowing that we're learning things because we want to be respectful, and we want to like step forth in that way instead of us just trying to do that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that an important that's important.
Yes, very, very important.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's also somewhat of a challenge
Yeah.
to do that as well, you know, and it could be exciting from a musical standpoint or vocal standpoint. But I also wanted to know, how have you guys been dealing with the pandemic?
Singing, singing has been one of the most important things for me. You know, without the social media platforms, the avenues to share music and to listen to music, like the social distance powwow, shout out, virtual round dance page, you know, all these different avenues where people are encouraged to share music, to share their gift. It's been a lifesaver for me. You know, it saved me from going cuckoo at times, because you know, anytime I felt like it was getting to be too much for me, or I was, you know, starting to feel some kind of way, I could go on and I could see somebody sharing a new song or sharing an old song or something going on, and me being a singer. And you know how it is, Chaz. You're a musician as well too. You know how it is. Sometimes you need to hear, you know, something in the ears, you know, something pretty, something beautiful, something rocking, or whether it be, you know, it's been great for me. That's one thing that's helped me get through this is the drum, is singing. You know, I mean, we through it all, we've managed to sing at home, you know, to sing online, and we went a few places as well and shared music in person. So you know, our like we said, it all comes back to the drum, our love, our respect, our admiration, our dedication that we have for the, you know, for the Muslim, for the grandfather drums has helped. It's gotten me through this tough time. We're not completely through it yet, you know, but it's there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of things loosening up. There's more powwows happening, round dances, things like that. So you know, I'm very, very hopeful that sooner or later we will be able to gather, you know, like we used to. There probably will never be the way it was at like a sense of normalcy in that way. But even to be able to get together and to, you know, we were at round dance this past week, and you know, everybody did their part to be safe, wore masks, social distance, and then, but just to gather, I think was so special to me. And
I think it's believing in our traditional teachings and the way of the drum, and because we can just view going to these doings as, oh, you know, going to the powwow, we're going to bang on the drum, we're going to contest for money or whatever, but we can view this as this coming together because we need that connection and to take the healing that we need from it, but also respecting the virus and taking precautions, because it's not like we're just trying to like just get back to normal, so things like that, it's like that we respect that there's that, but we also know that we have this way of the drum, this way of believing, and to trust in that too, and to ask for protection over ourselves, and to believe in our songs and our prayers, and there's prayerful ways that are in these ways. At the core of it, there's spirituality and these wonderful teachings at these doings. So I think it's important to have that kind of mindset going in, as well as you know, we take precautions as well. Like Opie and I are both fully vaccinated, and during the pandemic, we were breathing life into our home. You know, our home fire. We were doing what makes us feel good, like again, singing and singing together and singing as a family, you know, playing cards, or, you know, getting into a movie together, and like getting that family time, that quality time. That is what has really been getting us through that pandemic, and is being able to understand that we're in this together, and knowing that other people are you know, connecting, because as Indigenous people, or just people in general, we really require that connection with each other, you know, like that, like to like visit and to share, compare, you know, like do these things, like that's how a lot of us learn. And so to not have that was really challenging, but to have the avenues of social media, that was really helpful to like connect with people. And I think a lot of us are longing to like have these gatherings and things, and that's beautiful, but it's also we're stepping forth in a cautious way, but we're still stepping forth, you know, like that, but still taking precautions. And I think that that's important to remember, so that we're not bringing this back, or, you know, like we're not breathing more life into this virus and that.
Yeah, that's good. And I really thank you guys for stepping up and really thinking about the people with these songs that you sing, because the songs are powerful. They're, you know, there's healing songs, there's protection songs, so that it's really necessary that we do these kind of things and these ceremonial things for people, you know, and you know, and it's a way that we help each other in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say again, Shimi Gwech, thank you guys for doing that. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time here. Could we just like end with the song? If you guys want to sing a song, give us a little taste of the performance this weekend, this Saturday, April 3rd, 7 p.m.
I don't know if I have a drum handy or not.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I always do.
He's always talking. Just kidding.
Okay, yeah. Once again, I would just like to say miigwech to, you know, my cousin Chaz for, you know, inviting us, honoring us with the opportunity to, you know, share what we do, what we love with everybody out there. And shout out to KBF. What is it?
KBFT Minnesota.
Yeah.
KBFT 89.9 FM and the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Yes,
thank you guys so much to our sponsors, and we couldn't do this without you. And thank you for supporting artists. Thank you for supporting little small radio stations on Indian reservations.
Yeah, you know what? You people are sleeping on them, because you have a lot of things to be able to share on those, and to connect with people. And like, I think that's wonderful. I am totally for it. It's so cool.
Yeah, and there's just awesome staff all around. You know, great group of people to work with. So here it is. Without further ado, award-winning singer, musician, Opie.
Hey!
Hey, oh, say, oh, sapentacle.
Oh, wow.
Totally meant to sing a different one, but Ope took off with that one,
Yeah.
so we just went with it, you know.
As soon as he hears the beat kind of start, and he just take off with his lead, and then we're like, okay.
We're following you.
Yeah.
He's that's awesome. He's already lead singing, huh?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that, and we can't wait to see you this weekend.
Awesome. Can't wait to can't wait.
Yeah.
Yep. Excited.
Yeah.
All right. Gigawabaman.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Have a great day, guys.